So everyone knows here on Hollow, I am actually streaming this live stream additionally to my YouTube channel so that it will be housed there. If anyone ever wanted to go back and view it, you would have free access to it there. Unfortunately, right now on Hollow, when teachers do a live stream, it is not recorded anywhere or stored anywhere, and sometimes some of my best classes come out in my live streams or my best interactions. Uh, so that is what I'm doing. That's what I'm offering for you guys today. So I can also put that link in the chat so that if you would like to check out my other live streams that I have stored here on my YouTube channel, then you can go there. All right, so this is, hang on, Teacher April's YouTube channel. Okay. All right, now you guys will know how to find this recording later and also any other live streams that I share to my YouTube channel. This is where you'll be able to find it at that link, okay? All right, let me go back to the chats real quick and see what I missed. Mostafa is trying to speak French with me, which I do know a little bit. However, on Hollow, uh, currently the purpose of this app is to speak and learn, expand your English. And so I only do small little greeting parts in French and I will speak in English. Lemon Latte says, you notice me? Yes, it's been a long time. I am doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Hello, Apalong. Hello. I suppose it's Arian and not Kevin today. Asif, how are you? I did your class before and that was really helpful. So again, you're joining my class. Excellent, Asif. I'm glad that you're here. Ripon, you're really good at speaking. Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, and some are exciting. But if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter holds. Oh, Ripon, that is so, that speaks to me. You don't even know what's going on in my life right now, but trust me, that speaks to me. I'm going to have to take a screenshot of that one because I definitely agree. Am I almost done? Well, I'm going to test out an activity with them. And so, can you give me maybe 30 minutes? What do you need? Huh? Oh, okay. There are some biscuits in the refrigerator. If you ask Caden, he can help you make them. Okay? Okay, not today. Okay. All right, pardon everyone. That was my youngest coming in saying, I'm hungry. And I'm like, you are big enough to go make yourself something. And he has big brothers that can help as well. Okay, so what I was saying is that I have a new activity that I am wanting to see what how those students think about it. It's an activity that I have been using with my students at my school when I'm in the school building as a speech language therapist, and so I was just curious to see. It's a visual way of building sentences and making them longer. And this particular application that I'm using is talking about animals. So it might seem a little juvenile or young for some of you adults, but I think it is still a great way to practice English, right? And see how we can make our sentences more descriptive. So many times, you guys, your sentences that I hear from you when I ask you to tell me what you see, they're very basic. I see a cat, right? But there's so much more that we see in pictures, that we need to be better about adding those descriptive adjectives to describe our nouns, or adding those descriptive adverbs to give more expression or description to our actions in our sentences. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So if anyone would like to hop on and verbally participate with me during this little short class that I'm doing, you're welcome to. You can click on either. If you're on a computer, the button says hop on. If you're on a mobile device, like your phone, then you should see a little icon that looks like a movie camera, like a camera, that would make movies. So you can click on that. Hollow is set up. The program is set up where, in order to hop on a teacher's live stream, they will charge you $2. So you have to at least have a little bit of money in your Hallo Cash in order to do that. But I invite anyone that would like to go ahead and come on. Otherwise, you can just participate in the comments here in the chat. Okay. All right. Hello, Isa. Oh, hello, Reen. It's good to see you here. Caldon. Let's see. I just said I'm almost done. And how about I've almost done? What are the differences? So if I say I'm almost done, then it is like saying I am almost done. If we say, what was the other one? I've, then you're saying I have almost done. Mm, this is not correct grammar. Okay. You could say, I have almost finished what I'm doing, but you can't say I have almost done, because done is, oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted by these other comments. Done is a finality, right? And so by the way, for those of you that were wondering, that was my son, my youngest son that popped in. No, Caldon, not I already done. You would say in that case, I have already done it. Say if if I asked my child, "Have you cleaned your room?" They might say, "Yes, I've already done it. I've already done it." Okay? I can't just off the top of my head, I'm not very good at giving you the details of the grammar rule of why it's that way. I simply can tell you this is how it works, right? Like, because I'm a native English speaker, I my ears are trained to hear when something sounds correctly and when it doesn't sound correct. So I can very quickly say, "No, no, 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 you can't say it. You have to say it this way." But I'm not as good at telling you why or what the grammar rule is. Uh, I could find out if you gave me some time, but that's not the point of my class today. So I'm not going to take any more time doing that. I have already done it. Yes. Yep. Exactly. Okay. So I've already got my activity pulled up. So I'm going to share that now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this activity, sentence building and expansion. So this has several different levels, and this particular one is we're using animals to build our sentences. So this animal, adjective, and adjective. See, even people who speak English every day can still get their words twisted up, right? My brain was thinking, pronouncing one way, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. What is the word? What is the word? Yes, adjective, adjective. Adjective is a word that describes a noun, and a noun is a person, place, or thing. So I want to show you this. This is the very, very basic level. I won't be using this one. This is just to show an example of how this program works. So, if you were a student in my class, we would start up here with I. And so this again, this is created for children that may or may not be able to read words. They might be in kindergarten or first grade. So it is a little what we call juvenile, meaning that it's designed for kids, but the concept can be used for anyone who is learning English, which is why I wanted to show it and share it with you guys to kind of you can give me some feedback of if this would be good to turn into a a live class that I would offer a subscription for, okay? Um, no, you're welcome, Ripan. I welcome the questions. I'm done and I've done. The difference is I'm done means I'm finished. Okay. I've completed this. I'm done. No more of this. If you have done something, it means you have experienced that before. So I might say, "Oh yeah, I've done that before. I've done that. I've jumped out of a plane with a parachute. I really haven't." So in that case, I would say, "Ooh, I haven't done that before and I don't want to." Okay. Or maybe if my child is working on homework and he has 10 problems he needs to do, and I say, "How many have you done? How many have you finished?" And they might say, I've done 4, 4 out of the 10. I've done 4. Okay. Does that help? Does that kind of help explain it? If if you have a specific situation that you want to use, you're welcome to give me an example and I can explain further. Maman, hello, I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, this program is good for anyone that is learning English because it really breaks the sentence down into where the things go. Okay, so let me zoom. Well, no, I don't want to zoom in. Can you guys see it? Okay. Well, yeah, I'll zoom a little bit. Okay, so this first one says, "I see a," and then we want to put an animal here. And we know that the animal in our picture is this little guy. Oh, who's saying you're seeing a black screen? Okay, it's possible that your internet connection is not quite strong enough, and that's why it hasn't come through just yet. Um, okay, you're all only seeing a black screen. So let me stop sharing and I'll try one more time. Sometimes it works well on a computer, sometimes it works well on a mobile. I don't always know. All right. Are you guys able to see anything now? I'm going to go ahead and join myself here. Oh, maybe. Um, yes. Okay. Okay. I can see on my device that it hasn't come through just yet. So, Ahmed, you said it's visible to you. Oh, okay. You guys can see it. So I think I'm curious, Ahmed, are you on a computer, like a laptop, or are you on a mobile device? Oh, Santhosh, it's visible for you now. Yeah, sometimes it just takes a little while for it to finally come through, unfortunately. Asif, I'm not sure what you mean by removing a sticking problem while speaking with anyone. I don't understand what you're asking. Rashan, you've done your homework. Excellent. Um, okay. Okay. So the question is, what is this animal? Nikita, that's okay. You can just listen and participate in the chat for right now, but I would encourage you eventually to start practicing speaking. That's how we grow our English skills. Okay, Rashawn, you're on the right track, but the word is squirrel. 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 Okay. Yep. Very good. Very good. Okay. Ripon, real quick. I wasn't finished and I hadn't finished. Um, okay, so again, Nikita, the screen will be visible. It'll eventually come through. There's just a lot going on, and so the different internet connections are struggling to get it through all the way. I wasn't finished. That is talking about, you're talking about right now, like, no, don't take that away. I wasn't finished. Or I wasn't finished. What's another example? Um, I wasn't finished washing the dog before he ran away. Okay. If I say I hadn't finished, I had not finished. This is a tricky one. I'm not exactly sure how to explain the differences. They're very, very similar. So let me I'll have to think about that one and think about how exactly to explain it. Okay. So forgive me, Ripon, for not having an exact answer for you right now. Okay. You can't speak fluently and got stuck while speaking. Oh, I see your question, Asif. Okay. So yeah, that's just going to take some practice. And the more you can practice actually speaking with people, whether it's in person or here on Hollow, whether it's with a group or one on one, the more practice you have, the easier it will become. Okay, because when you're speaking, you're probably still thinking in your own language and then trying to translate into English. People who are very fluent don't think in their native tongue. They think in English and they speak in English, okay? That's part of what makes you fluent and able to speak continuously at the same rate. I will be done, let's say I'll be done at 10:30, okay? Okay. All right. With was and were, we use the ing form. Um, Yeah, they can be helping verbs, right? And so the verb that you would use after that, you typically are using ing. Mhm. Okay, you may even see some of that in the class today. All right, so if we look back at our picture here, we know this is a squirrel. So back to our first sentence, I see a squirrel. So I can drag this little icon up here, or this square, I should say. Ah, didn't quite get it. Let me use my mouse. There we go. Now we have a complete sentence, right? I see a squirrel. Now, we know that squirrel is our animal. So in the next sentence, we're going to expand it a little more. We're going to talk about what the squirrel has. So we put squirrel here in our animal spot. The animal has, and they've changed or they've put the article "an" here because our object, the thing that the squirrel is holding, begins with a vowel. And anytime in English it begins with a vowel, you're going to use "an" instead of "a." So this word is acorn. The squirrel has an acorn. All right, if we look in our picture, we can see that he is indeed holding an acorn. This is kind of like a nut. It's a type of nut that falls off of a tree that squirrels like to eat. All right. Now, what if we make the object our subject? Okay, so if we do that in the yellow sentence, now we're going to say the acorn is, and we need an adjective, a word to describe our acorn. We could say the acorn is small, right? But the options they have given us are brown, acorn, or squirrel. So we know that brown is the only adjective there. So we'll put it here. The acorn is brown. Now, in this last sentence, we're going to combine both concepts to make one very detailed or descriptive sentence. Okay. So we've got the animal here. So we're going to put squirrel. The squirrel has what does the squirrel have? It has an acorn, but we want to describe the acorn. So the adjective goes in front of the object. We know brown is our adjective and acorn is our object. So now, if someone had hopped on to this class, I would have them read this sentence that we just created. So you guys can put it in the chat if you would like to, the complete sentence. All right, we've got the squirrel has a brown acorn. So can you see how if I had asked you to write a sentence to describe what you see. And all you say is, I see a squirrel. Well, yes, yes, you do, but that's very basic. We can give more detail. Maybe you would say, the squirrel has an acorn. Well, yes, but we can still give more detail, right? So the best descriptive sentence is the squirrel has a brown acorn. Now, could we add anything else to this sentence to describe our picture? I want to see if any of you can you rewrite the sentence and add another detail. What's the meaning of acorn, Asif? Acorn is it's like a nut. It falls from a tree. Um, I wanna say it falls from an oak tree, but I'm not don't quote me on that. All right. But it's a type of nut, and the thing that looks like a hat, actually comes off, and what's left is the seed, or the nut that the squirrels like to gather, and they store them for winter so they can eat. It's more of a seed. It's like a type of seed, but it's a large seed that squirrels and chipmunks and other plant eating animals would or small animals might eat. Okay. Oh, Omar gave us a sentence. The small squirrel has a brown acorn. Very good. You added the adjective small. I like it. Very good. Very good. Okay. So let's try another one. Okay. So we're going to stretch our sentence. Let's start with a very basic sentence. If if I showed you this and I said, "What do you see?" You could say, "I see a cat." And what does the cat have? What does the cat have? The cat has a blanket. Blanket is our object. Cat is our subject. Has is our verb. And the or the and a are both articles. All right, so now let's make blanket our subject. We'll put it here. The blanket is, how could we describe the blanket? We've got the word soft here. That's a strange picture to use to describe soft, don't you think? Yeah. Yes, Omar, it is a cover. You cover up with a blanket. You could say it's a cover, um, but we are calling it a blanket today. All right, so now we're going to combine the cat and the blanket and put it into a descriptive sentence. The cat has a soft blanket. Soft describes the blanket, so it goes before the noun. Hello, Shabazz. Welcome. The speedy small squirrel has a brown acorn. Yes. Ooh, lots of adjectives in that sentence, Asif. Asif, I want to see, can you write a descriptive sentence about this picture? How would you expand or stretch this sentence? See if you want to add more detail or more description. What might that sentence look like? Let's look at the cat. How can we describe or add description to the cat? Well, he looks happy. Hello, Charlie. Welcome. We could say the happy cat. Oh, I see if you can't see my screen. Okay. It could be it's just taking a long time to come through. Oh, that's why you can't write a sentence. I understand. Okay. All right. So those of you who can see the screen, the cat looks happy. He looks peaceful. We could say, oh, this is a really good one. The peacefully sleeping. So he's not just a sleeping cat. Uh, the cat has a thick blanket. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, I see on my mobile as well that it's not showing either, which is disappointing. All right, so peacefully sleeping. Sleeping describes the cat, but peacefully describes how the sleeping is going. How is the cat sleeping? The cat is sleeping peacefully. So the peacefully sleeping cat has a soft, cozy blanket. All right. So if something is cozy, it's like, oh, I like this. I can snuggle up to this. It feels good. It's cozy. The peacefully sleeping cat has a soft, cozy blanket. Okay, so so to those of you who were able to see the screen, is that helpful being able to see where each word goes, that there's a spot for each word, and how you can stretch a sentence to be longer and contain more detail? Is that helpful? I'm curious as to what you guys think. I'm especially curious for those of you who have been on Hollow for a while and have seen other classes or other strategies that teachers have used in teaching sentence building or sentence expansion. Okay. I like the concept of this class, Teacher April. It helps me to expand your ideas and how to think in English in a simple way. Thank you, Clavi, for the feedback. That's very helpful. Rapan says, yes, it's very helpful. Oh, Asif gave us a sentence. The calm sleeping cat has a soft, flexible blanket. Just trying to make a sentence. I don't know. Is it right or wrong? So if we're going to, it depends. Are we describing the cat as being calm, or is the sleeping calm? Because if we're describing the cat, yes, the calm sleeping cat. But if we want calm to describe how the cat is sleeping, because he could be a calm cat and not be sleeping, right? The calm cat is sitting, right? But if calm describes an action, it has to be an adverb, which means we have to add the ly. So it would be you can either be let me click here. You can either be a calm cat or calmly sleeping. Okay? Oh, I don't know where that J came from after cat. Akash, if you would like to speak with me, you can hop on, which means you click the button that says hop on or the camera, and then Hollow will. Oh, there's a problem with my